Hello, and welcome to Power Up with Informal Learning, a case study on Sony PlayStation's Informal Learning Program, presented by Maricarmen Cedillo, Amanda Marcus, and Jasmine Wettlaufer. Learning is happening all around us, every day, normally in the form of informal learning. This is learning that takes place outside of formal settings. It can be social, self-directed, or even reactive, and the learner may not even be aware that instruction has occurred. Studies show that informal learning accounts for 50 to 80% of workplace learning, and workers report that informal workplace learning is far more important to them than workplace training programs. Global Platform, GP, Learning and Development provides technical training and informal learning within the groups that make up GP. This is a subdivision of Sony Computer Entertainment America, SDEA. GP is dedicated to supporting our first and second-party game studios. These studios are exclusively focused on making games for PlayStation. The 5 departments that make up Global Platform include GP, Learning and Development, PDIT, Product Development Information Technology, GFPQA, Global First Party Quality Assurance, GH, Global Hosting, and GP Finance. The GP Learning and Development team wants to take their informal learning program to the next level. To do this, they want to know, are all avenues being pursued to their fullest potential? Is the team missing out on key opportunities? This case study has a lot of flexibility to be creative. The client is looking for an innovative, forward-thinking team who share Walt Disney's notion that if you can dream it, you can do it. Our challenge is to evaluate the current program and suggest other opportunities for informal learning that GP is currently not pursuing. The GP Learning and Development team are the decision makers and the champions of this project. There are 5 employees in this department, including 3 instructional designers, 1 manager, and 1 administrator. There is a great deal of organizational buy-in, which has allowed the L&D team the freedom to experiment with new ideas. Other stakeholders in this include the departments of GP, as well as the larger Sony organization. For this case study, we've been asked to focus on several informal learning opportunities that are currently in use. These include the newsletter, quick chats, learning library, essentials, their Facebook page, and Japanese class groups. The L&D Brew is a monthly newsletter put together by the Learning and Development Department. Each month is chock full of interviews, green tips, free and local learning opportunities, and more. Recently, they added App of the Month and the Learning Buzz, which is a personal account of a recent training course written by one of the learners. They also showcase a featured course from the Learning Library. Quick Chat is the newest addition to their informal learning collection. Quick Chat takes place quarterly and consists of 4 people giving a 5-minute chat about a topic of their choice. The presenter is allowed 20 slides, which advance in a 15-second interval, similar to Pekka Chuka. Quick Chat is quickly gaining in popularity with past topics covering things such as how to improve your presentation skills and how to succeed in Vegas. The Learning Library is a home for learning materials that the L&D team has developed over the past few years, but can also host learning materials from other departments as well. The Learning Library acts as a central hub for GP's learning materials, facilitating the sharing of knowledge, processes, and other information with no boundaries. The Learning Library sits behind the firewall, so employees do not need to log in to access it. QGP Essentials, the fine product of an EDTEC 795 team, is designed to be a one-stop resource for everything GP. Whether you're a new hire or a seasonal GP veteran, there's something in this site you can use. It contains detailed information about the groups within GP, as well as their subgroups, benefit information, how-tos, a glossary, contact information, as well as information on how to grow in your position, whether you're an employee or a manager. It was noted to the team that QGP Essentials is not widely used outside of GP. We are recommending a three-pronged approach to improving the informal learning experience. Although there is a great deal of organizational buy-in and the products are popular, no hard data has been collected. So we suggest implementing a tool to identify what is working, what might be revised or eliminated, and what additional opportunities exist for the overall informal learning experience. Furthermore, it appears that while many informal learning opportunities exist, they are accessed separately and are not linked. As a team, we recommend bringing cohesion to the informal learning experience. And lastly, we also recommend increasing the number of interactive and social opportunities. While the GP L&D team have used their keen observation skills to assess the informal learning system as popular, and there's a great deal of user buy-in, the team has not yet identified the actual and/or optimal outcomes of the program. Therefore, we recommend goal analysis. Furthermore, examination of the instruments shared with our team revealed that some of the learning tools do include some mechanisms to collect user feedback. However, there seems to be a limited formative assessment and a lack of summative assessment around the informal learning system as a whole. Because the system currently in place makes it difficult to identify what elements, if any, is engaging and/or effective, we recommend performance analysis, so we can better understand the what and whys of the system and then curate the elements of the system to improve it. To complete this task, we would like to interview managers and leaders of the system. We would also like to survey all users. We recommend that this instrument be administered annually to inform the informal GP and L&D department of any significant phenomena that may occur and cause a change of tide. We also recommend regularly polling the users to find out what programs are working. Of course, none of this can be completed until we define optimal performance. Finally, we recommend sharing the outcomes of this analysis with the users. It appears that interactive and social experiences are of great interest to the users. Therefore, we suggest a launch party with a gaming competition where employees can play games that enhance their knowledge of how to access and employ the informal learning tools offered by the GP L&D team. Without being able to conduct the goal analysis, we give the following recommendations under the assumption that optimal performance will be supported by interactive, social experiences and a more cohesive personal learning environment. Here are some ideas for the GP Learning and Development team. Competitions and games that can be launched through their current tools to increase awareness and engagement, field trips and conferences that can be held virtually and recorded so others can view them after they've occurred, and cafes which can take place during the lunch hour for the topic of choice to help support the quick chats that are already occurring. GP has the opportunity to create a personal learning network by implementing Yammer, a social media site similar to Facebook but created exclusively for GP employees. Yammer helps facilitate the sharing of ideas and is used by some of the largest organizations including Xerox, Red Robin, Tyco, and Westfield. By having Yammer, GP would be creating one location for their users to access all information, giving them cohesion. We do also recommend other social media sites GP could benefit from, including Twitter, Vimeo, Vine, Instagram, and YouTube. Here is a list of references that helped guide us with our recommendations